Okay. Let's get ready to bring it out. The intent is to make this short. Hey, Shalom, beloved. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah B'Hashem Rakakadash. Barakatam. Shalom. Yeah, my intent is to keep this down to about 25, 30 minutes max. Lord willing. Shalom, love. Anybody come on here playing games, just go ahead and block them and delete them. Shalom, beloved. Okay, give it another 30 seconds. Okay, let's do it. Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Lamla Yahweh. B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. B'Hashem Rakakadash. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son and our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. To the 144,000, double honor and respect to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the remnant of the hopeful elect of men, women, and children. To you we say, Shalom, Barakatham, Shalom. So the title of this lesson is, It's a New Dawn. Damn, I done forgot the title of the lesson. It's a new dawn or dawn of a new day. Something along those lines. One moment, let me check something. Sometimes my mind just be racing. Yeah, it's a new dawn. It's a new dawn. So I want to go into that and what it means and briefly talk about it. And then close out with some Bible prophecy. One moment. Good, I'm struggling. We need a new day. A new day. Okay. All right. So, how many have seen that movie, Dawn of the Dead? Dawn of the Dead. So I want to go into what that dawn means. You have nightfall, and then as night turns into light or morning, it transitions into a new day, which spiritually represents a new age. And in our case, a new millennium or rulership is coming into play. So, the dawn of a new day is a a secretive or esoteric phrase, the ushering in of the kingdom of Jacob, a new age of rulership. So it comes with great sorrow, suffering, bloodshed, and pain. The birth of a new kingdom, or the birth of Jacob, the rebirth. So when you go to etymology online and look up the word dawn, this is very interesting. I got edified just doing the research to this lesson. Looking up the word dawn, and it means to become day, grow light in the morning. See, so that new age is being ushered in. So, you ever hear the old Baptist preachers? It's morning time. So this is the great getting up day, the great getting up day to meet the Lord. But it comes with great tribulation. And what's going to make matters worse is when they mandate the might be. It's going to make matters worse. To become day, grow light in the morning. Shorten or back formed from dawning, a period between darkness and sunrise. So essentially it represents a new age, a new time frame. So Jacob is being reborn. And it goes deeper than that because, I lost my train of thought. Have anybody seen the movie Dawn of the Dead? So this is mocking the fall of the throne of David, the Israelites. Remember Ezekiel chapter 37, the valley of the dry bones. So the elite, or the illuminated ones, in that 1968 movie, Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston was called Bright Eyes, which is a secretive occult saying to signify a message to the Illuminati, or the illuminated ones, that he was enlightened with the hidden wisdom. So the dawn of the dead was the ushering in of the kingdom of Edom and the fall of the Israelites. So now we're entering into another transition. The Walking Dead is another episode that comes on. Now, I want to fast forward to Aurora. Aurora. What does that mean? I looked it up. What does Aurora mean? So it comes from the Hebrew Aurora, which means dawn. It means dawn. So we're entering into another period of time, age. Nothing happens by accident. If somebody can post that quote by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt. In politics, nothing happens by accident. So Aurora means, or in Hebrew, Aurora, it means dawn. And it was the name of a Roman goddess of dawn, or a transition, a new age. So it represents a new day. So look at the Aurora, Colorado. What's happening there right now could mark a turn of events, turmoil, civil war, civil strife. You see, uproars of the people, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So there's also some black magic behind that. You see, exalting goddess Aurora, or goddess Dawn. But Aurora is the Hebrew Aurora, and then in the Latin, Aurora, which means dawn, with clarity, which is the name of a Roman goddess. Remember the war in overseas in the Middle East? They was exalting an Egyptian goddess, Isis. So everybody was talking about Isis, Isis, Isis. So everything this man does is well thought out, well planned. Now everybody is exalting the goddess, Roman goddess Dawn. Are we not in Rome? Edom is interchangeable with Rome, which is the daughter of Babylon, America. Let's check the comment board. And then I'm going to go into the scriptures. Then I'll go into the scriptures. Now, in the realm of politics, yeah, okay. Did you bring them back? Yeah, let's see if we can bring them back. Okay, good. You brought them back. Yeah. Taza Bawa Hayat. And he posted the quote by FDR. Good. In the realm of politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. See? So here it is. We have a key event that can escalate into turmoil, civil unrest, protests, demonstrations, violence. See? And they're doing it in a city that is named after a Roman goddess, Aurora, Aurora, and in the Hebrew, Aurora, Aurora. You see? Which means dawn, which represents a changing of the times, a changing of the age. So Jacob is being ushered in, going through the birth canal of tribulation. Brother, arrows of indignation. Isaiah 29 and 15. Let's get that. Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? So through the light of the glorious gospel, the elect can see clearly the prophecies, the visions, the sequencing of events, the plot to bring order out of chaos. Now, so we know what dawn means. Represent a transition, a period of turbulence, a new age being ushered in. So, God damn. So through the Spirit, Jacob's trouble must be near, going through the birth canal or great tribulation, contractions. Okay, let's keep it moving. So when you look at the enlightened ones, or the Illuminati, remember when the Israelites ruled, that area, that period of time, was called the Dark Ages. That's the dead Israelites, ignorant. But when they were ruling, the Edomites named that the Dark Ages. Let me just make that clear. They called it that. Then they try to claim that the records are lost and forgotten. So we don't know much about the Israelites ruling Europe for 1,000 years, which was really a period of the sons of light, but not in their righteous lot, but ruling according to prophecy. What was the period of time called when the Edomites came into power? Renaissance or rebirth. What else? Going into the 16 and 1700s, the age of enlightenment, sorcery, witchcraft, science, the age of enlightenment. If somebody can put that on the comment board, the age of enlightenment. So the enlightened ones trace their history back to that period, back to that time frame. And in May 1st, 1776, if I'm not mistaken, the Illuminati was founded. Let's pull that up. Adam Weishaupt, German name, Adam Weishaupt, which was more than likely Amalek. Let's look this up. Found it. Because I don't want to guess. Yeah, the Age of Enlightenment. Thank you. Also, the Age of Reason. Yep, beautiful. Was the intellectual and philosophical movement that occurred in Europe in the 17th and 18th century. So the late 16 going into the 1700s. Here it is right here. I was right. These spirits messing with me. May 1st, 1776. Founded by Adam Weishaupt. German name, more than likely an Amalekite, small hat, in Bavaria, Germany. See? So that age of enlightenment, age of reason, was from the 1600s going into the 1700s. And many of them are 33rd degree Masons. But of the 33rd degree Masons, you have to be handpicked to be amongst the enlightened ones. And it's by bloodline. Bloodline matters. Of the 13 Illuminati families, the main families. But that branches out into another 70 and then another 500 or so. Essentially, the 1% that's ruling over the other global 99%. Now, let's go here. So we know what dawn means. Let's go here and get ready to close this out. I'm sucking bad tonight. Terribly. Terribly. We're going to go to Psalms 119. So anybody on here playing games, just get rid of them. David Spangler said, no one will enter the NWO unless you give your allegiance to Satan, the devil. And he was also a Mason, David Spangler. But David Spangler, you're of your father, the devil, too. Okay? Anyway, So part of that allegiance is a oath, which is tied to a digital mark, a signature mark of the might be. All right, let's go into these scriptures. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's go to Psalms 119 and 144. Let's go to 43. Remember Jacob's trouble, birth pains, tribulation, going through the birth canal, exiting the womb of the daughter of Babylon, a surrogate mother. But there is an elect that's being birthed into a new age or eon. Psalms 119 and verse 143 in the NIV. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands give me delight. This word gives us comfort. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands give me delight. Your statutes are always righteous. Give me understanding that I may live. Let's read that again. I'm catching hell tonight. Psalms 119, 144. Your statutes are always righteous. Give me understanding that I may live. So things are going to escalate and get very nasty out here. Eve that's twerking. I don't need no man and nobody can tell me anything. Massive death is getting ready to blanket the streets. So he's prophesying through the Spirit because death is in the air. Massive judgments go through the midst of the city and smite, slay utterly old and young, both maids and women and children. Paraphrasing Ezekiel chapter 9. Jacob's trouble is on the horizon. Psalms 1. Even you unsincere brothers out there or fakers, judgment is coming. Psalms 119, 144 in the NIV. Your statutes are always righteous. Give me understanding that I may live. I call with all my heart. Answer me, Lord, and I will obey your decrees. So this is the time that we're going to need the name of Yahweh and his son Yahushua, and backed by faith, not just pulling out a sticky note. Yahweh, Yahushua, I said it. A check the block mentality. No faith, no belief. Arrows of indignation. I was just meditating on this scripture today. You can't be serious. Amen. Is that the one? Jeremiah 16 and 13. Yep. Let's go to 12. Verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me, ignoring the prophets. The Most High is not on the ground with a bullhorn talking about repent. Verse 13. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. So this here, one moment, and our forefathers did not know the daughter of Babylon, and many of these other lands where we've been scattered. You see? And we came over here calling on other gods, like Jebus. Yep. They didn't know this land. Let's keep going. Matter of fact, when you go to where is that at? There shall no longer be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. I want to show something. Yeah, 16 and 14. See? I got to keep reading. Let's go back to 13. Not feeling too good. Jeremiah 16 and 13. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. So we're in spiritual Egypt. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. See? North America. Isaac did not come over here as Isaac. Abraham did not come over here as Abraham. Jacob did not come over here as Jacob. See? Verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then the 12 patriarch fathers and their descendants, the 12 tribes. Beautiful. So yeah, I had that scripture on my mind today. Jeremiah 16 and 13. So the new dawn is the ushering in of a new period of rulers. Hence the 1968 movie Planet of the Apes. The Israelites are being ridiculed or mocked as apes. Let's go here. Psalms 119, verse 145. I call with all my heart. Answer me, Lord, and I will obey your decrees. And that starts with repentance, following the will of the Heavenly Father. One of those is teaching, prophesying, going out to the streets. See? Psalms 119, verse 146 in the NIV. I call out to you. Save me, and I will keep your statutes. Deliverance, and being brought back into a holy land. So the scriptures are in harmony. Psalms 119, verse 146. I call out to you, save me, and I will keep your statutes. I rise before dawn. Remember, dawn. See, and I cry for help. A transition period, tribulation, trouble, Jacob's trouble, birth pains, bloodshed, disease, sickness, mass death, rape, mass murder. Psalms. So aurora comes from the Hebrew aurora, which means dawn, and from the Latin aurora. So dawn is a Roman goddess that represents transition, ushering in a new day or a new age or period of time. Jacob's kingdom starts with major tribulation. Psalms 119, verse 147. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. Let's look up that word, dawn. See? Nashaf. Dawning, dark, dusk. Nashaf. And I got to check that pronunciation aurora in the Hebrew. So I got to do some more homework on that pronunciation aurora. But that's what I Googled. So sometimes Google can go off. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Aurora, Hebrew meaning. It's not giving me much. It's still giving me, what I mentioned earlier, it's not giving me a whole lot. I want to put it in the comment board. Awar or awara. That's what I'm getting. And I'll put it in the post-production. Let's keep going. So sometimes you'll get a different word depending on the source. Let's go back here to dawn. Psalms 119 and 144. Your statutes are always righteous. One moment. 147, excuse me, Salakia. Psalms 119, verse 147. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. So here we have Strong's H 5398. Nashaf. Implication, dusk, when the evening breeze prevails, or dark. dawning of the day, morning, night, twilight. Reminds me of that movie I used to watch, Twilight Zone. All types of strange things were happening. Check the comment board. I'm not going to be able to read all these tonight. Let's go to Psalms 119 and 148. Psalms 119 and 148, and I'm in the NIV. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. Watchmen. And a part of watching is looking at the prophecies, what's unfolding. So measuring times through events. Okay, the water, the hour. So measuring times through events. This is why when we read Sirach, not Sirach, but 2nd Ezra 9, measure the times diligently. Measure the times. So the elect men are doing that, standing upon the watchtower, the watchmen, reporters if you will. Psalms 119 and 148. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. You notice these videos are going out day and night. Not only that, but there's always a update report what Israel is doing to Iran, what Iran is doing to Israel, what America is doing, what Babylon. Psalms 119, verse 149 in the NIV. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your laws. So the way out of here is through faith in this word, repentance, calling on the name Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Psalms 119, verse 149. You know what else is heavy about this is preserve me according to what you wrote, what is written, as it is written, because the Most High cannot fail or lie. He cannot renege on his word. See? So he's stuck to what he says. He's locked in. Psalms 119, verse 149. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your laws. Those who devise wicked schemes are near, but they are far from your law. The wicked. They were not given the law, statutes, and commandments. And then there is a wicked sect of 2/3 Israelites that are also resisting the word, the ear of the uncircumcised rebels. Psalms 119 and 151. And this is primarily talking about the wicked Edomites that was not given this word. But never forget that there is a rebellious sect that are in bed with the wicked. Psalms 119 and 152. Long ago I learned from your statutes that you establish them to last forever. See? So the Most High cannot renege on his word or fail. as it is written. You see? Matter of fact, let's go here. Let's get this one. One moment. One moment. Yeah, let's get this one. Yes. Psalms 105, verse 10. Let's go to 8. The book of Psalms, chapter 105, verse 8. He hath remembered his covenant forever. The word, the what? The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same word, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. See, Jacob, a law, or the word. Israel, an everlasting covenant. See? Psalms 138 and 21. Psalms 138 and 2. Let's get that. Okay, that's a different, one moment. Yep. Psalms 138 and 2. I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. So the Most High is bound by his word. Let's get this one. Psalms 138, verse 6. Though the Lord be high, yet he have respect unto the lowly. But the proud he knoweth afar off. The wicked Edom. They are far from his mercy and from his word or salvation. So they're not promised any mercy. Though I walk in the midst of trouble. See? Jacob's trouble. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thine hand against the wrath of mine enemies, and thy right hand shall save me. See? So Jacob is promised that everlasting mercy and deliverance. And to be set up in the kingdom to come. See? Let's go here. Psalms 119 and 152 in the NIV. Long ago I learned from your statutes that you establish them to last forever. Look on my suffering and deliver me, for I have not forgotten your law. So this is how the elect is going to be delivered. Faith in the promises, calling on his holy name, and believing in his power, that with a stretched out arm and a mighty hand, he's going to deliver Jacob. That's Yahushua. See? Psalms 119 and 154. Defend my cause and redeem me. Preserve my life according to your promise. So the promises are, we believe in that through faith. which is a gift of faith. He promised Abraham a covenant and made a covenant with Isaac and made a covenant with Jacob, which entails new bodies, supernatural ability, spiritual power, rulership over our enemies, being returned to the Holy Land, regaining status as kings on the throne, seeing Yahushua being raised up by Yahushua and changed. Psalms 119 and 154. Defend my cause and redeem me. Preserve my life according to your promise. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek out your decrees, your words, your commandments, your righteous ways. They're promoting rebellion here. The daughter of Babylon is Merathaim in the book of Jeremiah. It's either 50 or 51. If somebody can post it. That word Merathaim breaks down into double rebellion. Double rebellion. So when they came in power, they're promoting liberty, which is rebellion against the Most High. Psalms 119 and 155 in the NIV. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek out your decrees. Your compassion, Lord, is great. Preserve my life according to your laws. Many are the foes who persecute me, but I have not turned from your statutes. I look on the faithless with loathing, for they do not obey your word. So the unfaithful, one of the definitions of the unfaithful is scoffers, because they lack belief. So that faith is the source of belief, which is tied to fear and trembling, which elevates understanding. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Yep. And I'm going to put the Hebrew summary of Aurora, the Hebrew origin. So I want to go back and put that in the description box. But if a brother can pull it up, please go ahead and drop it in the chat box. The Hebrew origin. Brother Spiritual Art 144. Yeah, 2nd Ezra 9 and 8. Well, let's get this one. Psalms 89 and 34. My covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Yep. So his word was not returned unto him void. Let's get this Jeremiah 50 and 21. Let's get that one. Jeremiah 50 and 21. I'm going to get it in the blue letter. We'll get ready to close out. Jeremiah 50 and 21. That word Merathaim. Let's get that one. Let's go back to the KJV. Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroyed after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. So we've just come out of the memorial blowing of the trumpets, which is very important. The memorial. Oh my gosh, man. Sounding of an alarm. Remember, the trumpets gave a different sound. Going to war was a different sound. Alerts, alarms. So, memorial blowing of the trumpets is an alert to be ready, to make ourselves ready for what's to come. So, it's very significant in preparing us for the battle. So, there's something in the air that's very spiritual. Matter of fact, let's go here to Numbers 10. Numbers 10. The book of Numbers, chapter 10. So that Merathaim is double rebellion. And it's talking about the daughter of Babylon or America. Numbers 10. Let's go to verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppress you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. See? And right now, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. But also, this word is an alarm. Prophecies. Already got a bozo on here. So this word is also an alarm, or a trumpet being blown. Okay? All right, I got rid of them. All right. So I'll go ahead and do some more. I'll pull up the origin of Aurora in the Hebrew and put that in the post-production on the comment. What is it called? I'm noticing they're blocking links on the little, not the comment box. It's called the description box. They're blocking hyperlinks and links to TikTok or other brothers' videos. So I'm going to put that in the description box. All right. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Urkwakadash. See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala and Abad Babal. We got next, Lord willing. Barakatham. Shalom. Shalom.